Hello, good day to you, it's me Andy, and here is a DWP story which you may find useful. It's also a little bit of a promotional article that they do occasionally, trying to drum up interest in applying, and when you do apply you find that you get refused. So nothing new. This story came out on Friday, and it is about the top 20 health conditions that will qualify you to receive PIP, PIP, Personal Independent Payment, and this is two parts. One is for mobility and one is for care. Obviously the mobility version, if you get 12 points, then points make prizes, and you can then use that to apply for a mobility vehicle, and you can use your money to pay for a car. Not that there are any decent cars out there worth the money, but you may find one that you like if you have the necessary points. And then of course if you get the other part of it, you get the higher rate care. It can be worth a little bit of money. So let's have a look at this story which came out, and obviously we'll try and go through the various health conditions that qualify you. I presume they mean by that they qualify you automatically, that you haven't really got to worry about, am I going to get the money or not. Certainly some of the people that I've spoken to have various conditions. They've applied for PIP and then they didn't get it. So it's not for everybody, not everybody gets it, but obviously then you can appeal that if you wish. Go to tribunal, where you will win, more than likely. So let's have a look. DWP listing health conditions up to 20 that qualify for PIP payments. So many people across the country with health conditions can apply for this. It's according to DWP, almost 3.2 million people with disabilities are receiving it as of January this year. Paid every 4 weeks and given to those living with long-term illness, mental health or physical or learning difficulties. So many people are eligible, including those with hearing disorders, psychiatric or musculoskeletal diseases. So that could be anything, could be anything to do with your body, arthritis, things like that. Anyway, so they've released data which shows the number of claimants has gone up from 3,224,778 to 3,255,158. So a few, as reported by this magazine, Wales Online. Here is everything you need to know about PIP. So this is quite interesting, because it does give you the two rates, the standard rate and the enhanced rate that you can see there, that you get £100 for the enhanced daily living, that's the care component, and of course 71 for the mobility enhanced rate. So in all you could get £172 on the higher rate, and obviously then you can use your mobility rate there to pay for a car. Now obviously standard rate and mobility component, you have to bear in mind that this is per week, so you have to times it by 4. It's paid monthly, unless you are terminally ill, in which case it will be paid weekly. Now let's have a look and see. So we have some conditions. This is what they're saying. There's more than 500 conditions under the main disability categories. they list only an overview of these. Obviously these are like headlines, so you could have anything. If you've got something like, for example, I don't know, hematological blood-based disease. So if you've got any blood-based diseases, that comes under that category. Number of people claiming as well. So infectious, malignant, metabolic, psychiatric, there's 1.2 million. Neurological, visual, hearing, cardiovascular, heart disease, gastrointestinal, disease of liver, gallbladder, and biliary tract, so your guts there. Skin diseases, musculoskeletal, autoimmune, genitourinary, so your bowels and bladder, endocrine, respiratory. So you can see there that the unknown or missing is 10,000 people. So there's quite a lot of people there who have claimed it and got it, and it's not specified what they've actually got. So that's the idea, that you know, if you're in one of those categories, then you should be able to get this this benefit. There will be, unfortunately, face-to-face consultations for this. So once you get through to the final stage, you can have a face-to-face. It could be a video, telephone, or paper-based assessment, but it's up to the health professional and DWP to decide what you have. Bear in mind that one of our viewers had a PIP assessment for his wife, and he was on the phone for quite a number of hours, and obviously then they were successful. But being on the phone for that long, if you're very nervous, can be quite traumatic. So there's the 20 conditions that really are just headlines. You know, if you're in, like if you're in the, I don't know, if you're in the mental health conditions section, where there is 1.2 million people claiming it, then you know, you can actually see there that you may be lucky and get the condition. But as we said on a recent live stream, it's all down to what you put down on your form. And I do recommend that you gather up your evidence yourself, because don't rely on them. They do not do any research. They're not really interested. In fact, they're actually more interested in not giving it you than they are actually giving it you. So if you want to make the process a lot easier for yourself, then gather up the evidence that you have about your conditions and send that in with your application, because let's face it, they're not going to do anything to help you. Obviously, if you need some professional help, I am available for one-to-ones. If you need some help with the various processes, I can't guarantee that I'm going to be successful, but I am there for help and to point you in the right direction. If you don't want me, then there are various charities and organisations that you can apply to. For example, Turn to Us, the local, well, it's a national charity that you could do online. They help people. Obviously the CAB is more local. I don't know how successful they are, but they're obviously able to help you with any applications free of charge. So that is the story. I hope it was useful. And of course, good luck with your application, because you know, there is a certain amount of risk and luck involved. However, you can minimise that by being as thorough as possible, putting in as much evidence as you can, answering the questions as they appear in full, and try to be as full as you can, because that is a key part. You know, if it says how does it affect your day, how does your disability affect your day, then you need to really think about that and put down how it affects your day. You know, what does it stop you from doing? What do you do with your day? Yeah, do you have to? Does it take you a long time to get out of bed, for example, and then you have to potter around until you feel better, or until you've had some medication, for example? You know, these things are very, very relevant and also important. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Do comment down below if you have any further comments or questions or advice, then that's the place to put it. Have a good day. Catch you later.